What I can't shake off is the vision of me seeing her, finding her, and calling 911. How did I get here? How did I really get here? At 18, my mom passed. 30 years later, the person who raised me after my mom passes away. How did I really get here? From a person that lost both of her parents, my dad when I was about 2 years old, my mom 18, now my maternal grandmother when I'm 48. Life hits you sometime when you least expect it. Right now, I'm trying to look through her stuff because I need to give the funeral director her social security number. So I'm looking through her documents. But I have to say that today is the 7th day of when my grandmother was pronounced at the hospital. And when I say pronounced, for people that don't know, that's when they pronounced her dead. And the doctors came into the waiting room because I didn't have the courage to witness her go. So I knew it was going to happen, and I waited around with my family, my support system, and she went. I am not going to cry because I need to understand and I need to accept that my grandmother has lived a long time and her life was fulfilled in her way, and I need to remove that selfishness that we all have to want that person to live on regardless of their pain and the agony that they're experiencing. I'm learning to accept that fact and that God wanted her to come with him. And right now I can say that she's probably running around because she was really not mobile without a two-person assist or one-person assist. So it was difficult for her to walk around without someone holding her arm. And now, in my mind, I don't know, but I feel like she's, her youthful self, walking around, doing all the things, and that keeps me going. That keeps me going to know that it was her time. So I'm planning her funeral. We have everything planned out. I wrote the obituary with help from my daughter and my friend, and I vowed to make her funeral not a sorrowful funeral, but more like a celebration of life, which it should be. Because I really want to read her obituary, and I want to put I'm looking down because I'm looking through her cards to find her social security number, social security card. But so I plan to make it more of a celebration and incorporate music that she likes, because she likes stuff from Smokey Robinson, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin. So in the service I'll be doing that. Um, One thing I must say about the funeral, it costs a whole lot. And I'm so happy that um, the family had it to pay and didn't have to do any GoFundMe or anything like that. Yeah, so I'm happy about that because she didn't have a life insurance. I wanted to document this journey because I think it's important for me and it's important for other people that may be going through the grieving process, because initially you're like, no, doctors, do whatever you have to do to save the person. I do not care. I want her still around. And then when you see that modern medicine is not helping the situation, when you realize modern medicine is just keeping a shell of a person around and the soul and the spirit has left the body, that's when I realized she wouldn't want to live like this. She wouldn't want to live like this. She didn't even want to live without able to get up on her own and walk in her own apartment. So, yeah. I'll pick you back up another time. On my way to work, because I have to get back to work. I took off some few days, but I went back to work this week. It's actually Wednesday, and I'm keeping my mind busy and stuff. Yeah, but yeah. Talk to you later. It's another day of me trying to navigate the funeral arrangements for my grandmother. So I made the announcement, and we bought the dress. Let me show you the dress. But before I get into the dress, today is a day I feel a little bit better. Yesterday was like a full day at work where I didn't shed a tear. Today I feel a little better. I went back to work on Tuesday. Today is Thursday. I wore hats. I wore stuff that I normally don't wear. I just put anything on that felt comfortable. Didn't care if it was iron. Didn't care if it go together. I was mixing all kind of stuff. I didn't care. I just was existing. Today I'm a little better. Yesterday I appear a little better. I didn't have an ounce of makeup on my face. Today I just have concealer under my eye because under my eyes are so dark. It's scary. And today I put denim on and a belt. So the healing is getting there. The healing process is getting there. I'm sorry about speaking so slowly, but I'm trying to formulate my words together in a way that you're able to understand me without saying, Nikki, what are you talking about? Anyway, funeral arrangements are so expensive. So expensive. Could you believe the funeral home charged $700 to transport her from the hospital to the funeral home? It's in the same borough. If it was in a different borough, it would have been crazy. Anyway, they gave me homework to do, like timeline. So the obituary I have to give by Friday. The pictures I have to give by Friday and stuff. So the pictures, I think I'm gonna like put it on a flash drive and upload it and give them the flash drive. Or I'm gonna try to put it in a Dropbox, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna ask my daughter later on tonight when I come home, how can I do that? And her dress and everything. They want everything new. Stockings, underwear, bra. You know, you don't need to do shoes. We're not doing shoes. Yeah. So we decided on white for her. So everything is white, including her casket. Apart from the preparation, I just want to... Are you better?
Right now, I feel a bit better.
Okay.
Take some. Oh, you recording?
Yeah, I'm just recording my thoughts. No problem. So apart from the preparation, the acceptance, that's what I'm working on. The acceptance and staying grounded. I want to do the obituary and the grieving process that I'm going through and the acceptance that I accepted that she passed. I'm in a better place that she passed because I know she's okay and I know she's not sick and I know she's not weak or anything. So that's a plus. So I think because my mindset has shifted in that way, I think I can do the obituary. I can read the obituary because I want to read it in a way that it's not like a textbook reading. You know how when people read an obituary, they just read and there's no, like personality in it. I want to bring the personality. I want to bring a little bit of humor. I want people to say, yep, that was her. Yep, that was her. So I am going to be practicing because I don't want to break down. I don't mind to shed a tear, but you know when you cry and you get that frog in your throat and you get choked up, you can't even talk. And then I'm an ugly person. I'm an ugly crier. No, I'm an ugly person. Scratch that because I'm beautiful. But I'm an ugly crier and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Plus, I'm going to have on full face of makeup, So, we are planning, why did I slurp just now and smack? We are planning a repast and the whole family is helping out financially with this funeral because my grandmother did not have life insurance. She did not have anything. So they're planning the repast, and the repast is gonna be, I guess, elaborate because we went to the hall. They're trying to get a decorator, a event planner. And I'm like, we are not rich. We are poor. Not poor. We're not poor. We're comfortable. We're comfortable. We can pay our bills. We're comfortable. So I don't want to say we're poor, but we don't got it like that. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. We don't got it like that. So I'm like, why are we hiring an event planner? It's not a wedding, it's a repast. So let's see what happens. But anyway, I just want to come on here and show you the dress. I think this is a very mature dress, and it looks elegant. Like, I could see her going to church in this. So that's that. I'm going to bring that to the funeral home later. But before I go, because this is just a short video, I will do another video about the other stuff. But grieving of a loved one is really, really hard. And I realized that we never want anyone to die. We want them to live on forever, no matter what. And sometimes God wants us. We are God's children, and sometimes He's like, no, you need to come. Or if something happens, and I truly, truly believe this, if something happens to a person and they make it through, my explanation of them coming through and living is because God has said, it's not your time. I don't need you to come home to me yet. Work is still left to be done. Your purpose in life is still unfinished. Go back and handle your journey. And that's how I feel about people passing away. And that's why I felt that my grandmother's passing at the young age of 83, I said young, because I was banking on her to live 100. I really was. Or even 90. Like, so she has had many illnesses in the past that she has overcome. She has been through many surgeries that she has overcome. And every time it looked like she wasn't going to make it, she overcame. And that's why I believe those instances where her life expectancy was very slim, very poor, God had a different theory for her existence in life. But this time He was like, no, my child needs to come home. No, she needs to be with me. So I've accepted it. But what I can't shake off is the vision of me seeing her, finding her, and calling 911. That plays back in my head over and over. Every time at night, I'm sleeping. Sometimes it wakes me up. And I don't sleep throughout the night. I didn't before, but you know, these sleepless nights are a little bit different, because I normally watch TV or be on YouTube, and I'm just watching TV, but just watching it so because there's background noise, or just because there's a picture, I'm looking at the picture, I'm not concentrating. So I know these days shall pass. I know every day is better. I know every day will be better. And I'm just gonna go through the motions. If I want to cry, if I want to break down, I will. And yesterday at work, I was laughing and stuff because I was laughing because the situation was so ridiculous. I had to laugh. But out of sight, out of mind. I removed myself from my home where all we spoke about, all we're ever speaking about is my grandmother. And I put myself into work where that conversation is not being had. And a peace comes over me because of that. And then when I get home, we share stories about her, and then I remember her, but I'm trying to remember her with the good times. I'm trying to remember her with laughter. I'm not trying to feel sad about her memory, because I don't think she would want me to be that way. She'd be like, no, Nikki, why you so sad? Cheer up yourself, fix up yourself. You know, so that's what I'm doing. So I just wanted to come on and share my thoughts about what I'm going through emotionally, and yeah, and I'm making it through. I'm gonna make it through. And if anyone has experienced a loss of a loved one, anyone, the grieving process comes in many forms for many people. Some people take it really hard. Some people have to be hospitalized because they're grieving so much, and other people take it easier. They cry when they're here, and then they move on from that. And if anybody ever tells you that you shouldn't cry, it's gonna be okay, don't cry. Don't listen to them. Keeping stuff inside is not healthy for you. It's not. You have to let it out. Either you talk to a therapist, you talk to your friend, you talk to God, you pray about it, but let it out. Let it out. You might get an ulcer behind that. That's not scientifically correct. I don't think so. You can fact check me down below. But yeah, so these are the final stages of the preparation. Family should be coming in next week because the services will be next week. But yeah, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Until next time. So it's about time, guys. This is D-Day, and we're going to the funeral for my grandmother. I have my speech. I just want you to know this is a celebration. I'm not gonna cry because the amount of makeup on, it's unheard of. Like Patrick Star, I put a lot on Patrick Star. So I made it, guys. I did the obituary. I did not record it. We're at the cemetery. It's really wet and stuff. I'm not gonna go out there. I don't want to do that. But this is. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a few days since we last spoke. I touched off where I went to my grandmother's funeral and we was at the burial and we went to the repast. Everything is over with. We laid her to rest and I'm a little bit at peace with everything. I don't know, I think I sprayed some one size primer on my lips and not the primer, the setting spray, and it burned my lip. So I'll probably go to urgent care on Thursday to see if they can give me something because I've been using Aquaphora. But anyway, I just wanted to say that grieving and losing a loved one is very hard. It's not easy for anyone. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. and you have to go through the motion to get to a place where you can speak about the person you lost and smile instead of crying. Me being in my late 40s and experiencing another death in my family is very difficult to deal with. But I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. And I just wanted to close out this video saying that no one can tell you. I want to close out this video saying no one can tell you how to grieve, when to stop mourning the person, and when can you go back to enjoying yourself, because you have to navigate those waters by yourself. Also, I wanted to share that I wanted to share that you need to always tell the people that you care for that you love them and appreciate them every time that you get a chance to tell them. Even though you may have hard times, there may be times of sadness, times of joy, even when there's arguments, because family always argue, loved ones always argue, but that doesn't mean that you don't love them dearly. And apart from those difficult times that you may experience with people, always let them know that they have a place in your heart. Never wait until they're gone to express how you care and how you feel about them. That's not the place. It needs to happen before. But I did it. It was very, very expensive. My family chipped in and did what they had to do, and that's basically what it is. I am grateful to have shared a lot of good times with my grandmother. I am so grateful for that. I am grateful that I have fond memories of her. Until we meet again, Grandma. Until we meet again. Until you open your arms and let me in and show me what you're doing up there, because I know you're having a good time. But I know what I have to do here on earth, here in the flesh, is still not completed. So my journey still continues and my book is still left unwritten. So thank you for watching. Until next time.